Good morning. My name is Adam Kahn, and I'm the Rational Investor. So, there's been an uptick in delinquencies on automobiles, which has been talked a lot on a lot of these other channels. Let's talk about that for a minute because, in my opinion, what a shocker, right? I mean, really. Let's go back a year or two when we were in COVID. People didn't have to pay their rent, they don't have to pay student loans, and they're pretty much forgiven for anything financial that they do, as well as given money for doing nothing. Don't you think there's a segment of this population that went out and bought new cars with all of this newfound money and no bills that they needed to pay? It makes sense to me that after time there'd be some delinquency on it. To be quite honest, I'm surprised it's taken this long, but I guess people have held on longer than I expected. They bought these new cars, they had these new payments, they didn't have to pay their rent and all these other things. But now that that's passed and things are going back to normal where you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your bills, and you aren't just forgiven and you don't get this free money, there's going to be a segment of the population that can't keep up and is going to start defaulting on those new larger cars that they bought when they had all these free funds. I'm not really sure why this has been big news or a big shock, or it's any reason why people think the economy is going to drop. I try to think of my family as like a microcosm economy. There are four kids in the family, and I won't mention boys, girls, whatever. But if there was $100 total given out to the economy, and each of us got $25, somehow one of my siblings is going to have $50, another one's going to have 25, I'd end up with 37, and one of them's going to be $12 in debt. It's just the way that personality, that family member was. And same with the others. I think that's the world on a smaller scale. So when you give out this free money, sure, a certain bit of the population is going to end up in bigger debt than they were going into where we were. So it's about time we're seeing the delinquencies in the cars. Hopefully the prices come down a little bit and make a little bit more sense in time. To be honest, I think what the feds wanted to do is what we're beginning to see. Anyway, I try to keep these short for the weekdays. Do me a favor, subscribe, like, give a thumbs up, send some love, make some comments, do whatever it takes, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.